In the heart of Renaissance Italy, one man dared to look at the heavens and question everything. His name was Galileo Galilei, and his curiosity would change the world, but not before it cost him his freedom. It began with a simple tube of glass, a new invention he refined into a powerful telescope. While others saw only twinkling lights, Galileo saw wonders that shattered 1,000 years of dogma. He turned his lens to Jupiter and discovered 4 new moons dancing around it, a miniature solar system that defied the Earth-centric model of the universe. He observed Venus, witnessing it go through phases just like our own moon, a phenomenon only possible if it orbited the Sun, not the Earth. These were not just observations, they were revelations, cracks in the very foundation of the established cosmic order. The Catholic Church, the supreme authority of the age, had built its celestial framework on the teachings of Aristotle and Ptolemy, with a stationary Earth at the center of God's creation. Galileo's findings were more than a scientific challenge, they were a theological threat. He published his work in Italian, not the scholarly Latin, making his revolutionary ideas accessible to the common person. The universe he described was a universe of motion, of immense scale, where Earth was not the center of all things. This was heresy. Summoned to Rome in 1633, an aging Galileo faced the dreaded Inquisition. The trial was a spectacle of power versus truth. In a grand, intimidating chamber, surrounded by cardinals who held his fate in their hands, he was accused of violating a previous injunction not to hold or defend the Copernican theory. The evidence against him was his own book, his own words, his own irrefutable observations. The inquisitors demanded he recant. They threatened him with torture. Imagine the weight of that moment. To deny the truth you had seen with your own eyes, or to face the wrath of the most powerful institution on earth. Under immense pressure, broken in spirit, Galileo knelt and abjured. He publicly renounced the heliocentric model he knew to be true. Legend whispers that as he rose he muttered, "And yet it moves." A final defiant whisper of truth against the roar of authority. He was sentenced to house arrest for the remainder of his life. Confined to his villa, blind in his final years, he was silenced but not defeated. He spent his last decade writing one of his most influential works, a masterpiece on the science of motion, laying the groundwork for Isaac Newton and the future of physics. Galileo's trial became a symbol of the conflict between science and dogma, a cautionary tale of what happens when power tries to suppress knowledge. But in the end, the truth he uncovered could not be contained within a prison or erased by a decree. The Earth continued to orbit the Sun, indifferent to the rulings of men. His legacy is not one of defeat, but of ultimate vindication. Every satellite in orbit, every probe sent to distant planets, every new discovery about our cosmos stands on the shoulders of the man who dared to look up and see the universe for what it truly was. Subscribe